GTA San Andreas. We're doing the story missions. Grove for life. AA gamer for life. Alright. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty with this game. Okay, now one of the things, obviously, we're in Los Santos and you can see the gang territories is all over the map. And the next mission after this is Cutthroat Business, where we go get our rhyme book back from Loke. But and then the next mission after that is the riot. Now, before we start the riot, I'm going to do a video and just taking over a few gang territories, how I deal with it. We'll get into it more once we get through this cutscene.
Nah, it ain't like it was, but it's gonna be. We still gotta get everybody in the hood back together. I was just telling these cats what's important. We gotta let everybody know Grove is back on the map.
Hold up. Don't you think we ought to take it easy?
What?
You know I got other things in mind. Commitments I made.
Can y'all step outside for a minute? I need to talk to him. If you don't get this shit together, what you think this place is gonna look like? You always did real good leaving jobs half finished.
That's cold, sweet.
Man, we can't take care of this from no bitch-ass rapper's mansion.
Look, the world's bigger than this hood.
This is where our lives begin and where it's probably gonna end. And don't forget where you came from, Mr. Uppity-ass nigga.
Now that ain't fair.
Oh. Somebody just crossed out all the writing on the wall, disrespected your hood, and you act like you don't give a fuck. That ain't fair.
Okay. Have it your way. Come on.
Okay, so with this mission, I think we got to take over either 2 or 3 gang territories. And again, like in the beatdown with Beat Up, you got to keep Sweet alive, and it's a real pain in the ass. I could do this without him. Just assume he stayed in his house and let me deal with it, but nevertheless.
There she go.
Okay, so like I was starting to get into the next few missions, we got a Cutthroat Business and then the riot. Now, before starting the riot, I'm going to have the one mission taking over the gang territories. And what you want to do is have at least, I don't know, it says 35% of the gang territories, so kind of tough to say exactly how much of that area is. But you want to have that done. What'll happen is if you just stick to the missions and you do the one mission for Caesar, Sweet's going to call you and say that you need to have like a certain amount of the gang territories taken over before you can find out where Smoke's lieutenants are. So it's a good idea to go ahead and take over the gang territories before starting the riot. Now, what I've done, which you can do or not do, it's really up to you, but you want to at least have 35% of the gang territories taken over. Now, what I did is I took them all over, so the whole Los Santos was green by the time the end of the line comes along, which is the last mission.
I'll let that go.
So, before starting the riots, or the riot, come down here. I would just recommend taking over a good chunk of the Grove area, and it shouldn't be too hard to figure out, 35% of the gang territories. Now, it's really up to you whether or not you want to take them all over. I like doing the gang territories, but after a while, it's a little on the repetitive side and old. And, once you finish the end of the line, there's really nothing left to do in this game. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of activities and stuff if you felt like redoing it again. Like, Sweet, get the hell out of the way, man. Seriously, I mean, the dude doesn't shoot that gun at all. He's just walking around. He's just a waste of my time being here. And to make matters worse, he gets in the way of me shooting.
Oh, CJ. Grove Street families.
Alright,
Back.
so he's going to
We're
tell
not
you to
taking
take over
neighborhood
another
back.
hood.
Back off.
Get out the way, little bitch.
I gotta call my people.
Huh? You tricks.
You in my space.
Oh, there's plenty of dollars.
Fool.
Ugh, Grove Streets. Do something here, man. Your leader is taking fire. I never bring gang members with me on a gang territory fight. They are about as useless as having Sweet here.
Hey, I'll have that now.
Bitch did a dulo.
Come on, Sweet. Do something here.
Cover me, CJ.
Whore.
I told you I don't
That's
care.
mine.
I'm crazy. That's right. That's right.
Okay, so just remember, before starting the riot, you want to take over a certain amount of the gang territories. You don't want to be dealing with that while the riot's going on. There's enough mayhem going on while the riot's happening. So you don't want to be taking over gang territories when that's happening. So do it before you start the riot.
Get it, CJ. Let's bail back to Grove Street.
No explanation for such a terrible
it.
sight.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and jack a car here and just take Sweet home, and that's going to be that. Quick 180, across the driveways here, boom. Okay, now I take, excuse me, I took over all the gang territories, and that'll put some time down to do all that. By the time the end of the game rolls around, it's really up to you whether you want to do that or not.
Those ballers.
Johnson boys rolled right over.
Okay, dog. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm beat. Here, I took this from one of those baller fools. Probably drug money. Here's your half.
It's like my share. Shit, you didn't do nothing anyway. Alright, so that takes care of Grow for Life. We're going to go ahead and do cutthroat business and then some gang territory, so we'll see you there. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.